What's up? Let me redo that. What's up? And how's it going? Sorry. So I'm back, obviously. Playing some more Biomutant. My hair looks crazy. It's somewhat there. Anyway, playing more Biomutant. I think my chair is further away than usual or something. I'm glad to be back. This game's been a lot of fun. I'm really glad that it's a game that I did decide to play. Leveled up quite a bit last night. See how far we can get tonight. Hopefully we can make some more progress again. But yeah, last night we made a lot of progress. I'm kind of hoping we can get more, like, stuff for crafting. Last night, I mean, we got some stuff, but we didn't really get a lot of anything, honestly. As far as crafting goes, you know.
You look good in that.
Well, thank you. Anyway. Let's see. Let's look at the map and find out what the heck we gotta do next. We have to travel pretty far north. That's to the Raveltraub. That's another Raveltraub. And somewhere up here is the Gizmo quest, or maybe that's down here. Old World Knowledge and visit Gizmo. Which visiting Gizmo we'll do first. He's nearby, so... Let's do this first. Once I figure out how the heck we get out of here. Long stock. It's for a gun. Raises accuracy. Recyclopedian? Oh, wait. That's what the quest was called.
Asks you to check out the wares, confident you'll find everything you need here. The doors here are always open for a potential customer.
That's cool.
Don't get ripped off.
Each vendor specializes in a particular type of items: melee weapon parts, ranged weapon parts, gear parts, clothes, or mounts. Mounts. Going to a vendor and browsing their stock can be a great way to find better parts for your gear. If you're missing a specific part to craft a weapon, you can always check the nearest vendor. You can purchase items from vendors, provided you have enough green currency in the form of a leaf. We have none. And then we can sell things. BYGONE pants. Coachella. Cat hat. All this stuff is very expensive. A mask. Another mask. Boxers. I don't know what this is. Screeny? Is it for your shoulders, maybe? I think this is maybe a backpack? Coal pack. I don't really have pretty much anything we can sell. I mean, we do, obviously, but... And let's go visit Gizmo. I feel like that'll open the door to more things. It's a shame, really, that, honestly, you can't really get... Like, I don't think I've gotten money for anything.
There's news of a Ronin joining the tribe. That must be you.
That's right. Wonder how well Gizmo remembers our character. Oh, whoa.
That's a gnote. Easy prey for Loopalupin. For everyone else, they're a perfect mount and easily tamed if they are kept fed.
How do you tame it? A pip? What is a pip? Ah, that's a pip. You found a pip plant. Glide under it to gather the pip seed. You can use pip seed to tame free roaming mounts. Awesome. Here's your note. Awesome. We got our first mount. Awesome! You can move and shoot while mounted. The mount will stay where you left it if you dismount. Required mounts appear in each slot of your transport menu, apart from the top slot, which holds the mount selected in your transport menu. If you want to call your last used mount to your current position, press down on the directional pad. We got a note. To be fair, I don't think it seems that much faster. It is cool, though.
You're in charge of that mount. Act like it. That's a resource totem. A monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean.
You found a scrap totem. Bash it with your weapon to gather materials for crafting weapons.
Looks like some solid wood scrap there.
Notes are cool. It's like a zebra mixed with like a deer or a horse and a rabbit. Zebra, rabbit, horse. Wonder how they got what note.
It's the chug yard.
Chug yard. Wonder how we get inside. This must be it. Wait here, nope.
The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here working on that Mekton of his. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers out of here, big machines on rails with smokestacks that fouled the air.
People rode on those? Where do the rails go?
They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they go to, and then you can leg it from there. You're on the right track. Keep your eyes open.
There are no more chugga-chuggas. Ooh. Another one of these bad boys.
You need to believe how serious this is if you want to have any effect on it.
Uh-oh.
Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Bomper Bonkers busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. You lack key energy for that.
This boomerang kind of sucks.
That's going to leave a mark. Chop chop. You might want to fall back. In flames. Blasting it to bits. Deadly. All fired up.
Heck yeah. That's how you do it. What the heck? I didn't expect that. Okay, we got some candy. Is he the only one that had stuff? Wasn't there two of the big dudes?
Let's see.
What up, Omar? Didn't even realize I was playing Biomutant. Yeah, I just started 3 days ago. But yeah, I have loved it so far. It's been pretty cool. Really enjoy the gameplay. Got you. I understand. How's school going for you? Hopefully it's been pretty well,
This
at least.
is all about you. Whether you succeed or fail, it's on you.
Diffuse the sprocket. Oh shit. Where'd it go?
Slice and dice.
Sweet. Candy. Land the sprocket. What?
Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth.
Jeepers. I did.
Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end. In flames.
Didn't expect that. Get the poison attack yet? If you haven't yet, it makes it easy for harder foes. I've got one of them. Whatever the moth thing is. But yeah, I got whatever that one is, the moth. I think it's like moth breath or something like that. And then we have the fire ability. It's been pretty fun so far. From what I've played, I've really liked it. I wish, like, I'm glad they gave us, on the last stream, we had a more, like, up-to-date what the story's kind of about. There's still some puzzle pieces I kind of wish would come to fruition, but I feel like you're probably going to have to look for them. It's a big game. I also like the fact that they've already, like from the beginning of the game, you kind of can already tell this is meant to be played in multiple trips. Not for, you know, like, different endings, which there could possibly very well be because you choose good or bad. I'm going with the good playthrough this time, and I think after this I'm going to go through
brand new day.
a bad playthrough or a dark side playthrough. Doesn't look like there's anything to loot in here. I figured I would look, but it's kind of bare. Oh, maybe not. Bioblob container. You found a biocontaminated container. Collect biolobs and use it to unlock these, or to unlock mutations in the menus, or to change your appearance at biopools. That's cool. Grab us some blob.
It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past.
And up and down. has been The teacher tells you to do stuff, but you're held. Oh man. I feel you. I was kind of the same way in school too. I'm very lazy. Just don't get too lazy. I was all in advanced placement classes a lot in school, and my junior year, I was just so lazy. Literally, I passed all my classes barely. That's the best way I know how to put it. Like, I did the bare minimum all year long and still passed, but like with like very low 70s. Like, so be mindful. I mean, obviously 70s are passing, but 70s, people often tend to take them seriously.
End of everything as we know it.
Let's hope not. I like the simple names they give a lot of these things, like train to chugga chugga. The elevators are up down.
The spent nuclear fuel that Toxanol dumped in the surf had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin.
Nuclear power. That must be Gizmo.
I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang at the yard. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to upcycle. Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense the warmth of your good heart.
Yeah, don't do all that other stuff, Omar. And yeah, 6 a.m. Wait, your school starts at 6 a.m.? Holy shit. Hella different? I'm not sure. Maybe the allotting? My hair's a little off too. Literally before the stream, when I was at work, I had my hair up, and right before the stream I took it down, and I usually fix it or brush it a little bit when I get home, and I did not today. I just was not feeling today. But yeah, 6 a.m. that's crazy. School around here when I was in school, it always started at 8 a.m. 6 until 2:45. Wow, that's crazy. Here it was from 8 to 3:30. It still is for the kids and everything. Like, I don't even wake up at 6. I wake up at like 6:30. I wake up at 6:30, then I'm at work at 8. But I work really long fucking hours. Like, I don't get off work until, Jesus, late. Not lately, obviously. I get off work between 4:30 p.m. and like 6:30 p.m. Sometimes 7 p.m. Those are really shitty days. But man, yeah, that's early for school.
But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings is personal.
Are we about to have another flashback? I remember you too. Tell me about my kindling hood. Tell me about Lupa Lupin. I would like to hear about Lupa Lupin.
It carries so much hate, and its insatiable hunger has only increased over the years since it claimed revenge on your parents. He understands history made Lupa Lupin a big part of your past, your present, and soon, your future. You still believe there's some good in everyone. You still have hope for tomorrow.
Oh, and Omar, I've also lost weight. Sorry. It could be a small thing too. I've lost probably like between 10 and 15 pounds. My new job, like last week I walked like 23 miles, I think. There's a lot of active moving and walking and a lot of activity, needless to say, at my new job, so probably lost weight too. It starts at 7, but you have an hour bus drive. 2-hour bus drive back, jeez. Starts at 7, ends at 2:45. Yeah, I feel you. Honestly, it's about the time. The kids get home around 4, and 4:30-ish is close to about what time I used to get home from school, too. Until I started driving, that changed everything. When I started driving, it made everything about me even worse in school. I started leaving school so much earlier. I would skip my last class. It was Spanish. And I didn't really care about it. So, like, literally every day, instead of going to my Spanish class, I either did one of two things. I either went home or I went to a local coffee shop and I played some World of Warcraft there for like 2 or 3 hours. Start driving next year. That'll be life-changing. It definitely makes everything better, honestly. You can, like, sleep in a little bit longer, make your own schedule when you get to school. Just everything about it, it's a lot better. Just, don't do like I did, skip school. I mean, don't get me wrong, everybody does it at one point, but I did it a lot. That's the only thing that I can say I actively failed, and it was completely all my fault. It was Spanish. The first year I took Spanish, I did the same thing. I had it 7th period, or 7th block, a lot of people call that. It was the last class of the day for me, though. It was the very last class I had to go to. And they always did it 2 years in a row. And the first year, I didn't drive yet, so I was like walking out of school. I didn't want to take Spanish. I made a 34 that year. And then the next year I made an 8. Like a single digit number. I made an 8 in that class. You're a native speaker, but lost your Spanish a little because you don't use it, but you know everything. I know basic Spanish. Like, my nana was Mexican, so I know some Spanish, but I only speak about as much Spanish as a toddler. I'm more than a toddler, I guess you could say. Just like, as much as a kid, very little Spanish. I know basic words, like cat, dog, grandmother, lock, love, certain colors, a few numbers. Very, very, very basic things. I don't know. I wish I would have taken it a little bit more seriously, honestly, because the community I live in has become much more... I don't want to say Spanish there, like kind of Spanish, but like the community we live in around here is more like Guatemalan than like Mexican or Spanish, so it's got the the Latino community, but again it's like more Guatemalan around here, and like Guatemalan or Guat as it's called is more like a rough Spanish Mayan blend. And that I do not know very much of at all. What up, Tim? Or Trim. Damn it. Steven, every time I see the Trim's all, I think Tim as soon as I see it. How you doing, Steven? Thanks for jumping over on Twitch. We have $8. Shouldn't put it like that, but the days... 130-minute classes? It's different. I'm sleepy as well. Steven, I've been up since like 6:30 this morning.
He says you should know that what's meant to be will always find a way, but history shouldn't consume you.
I want revenge. I'm ready to forgive. Not really.
Gizmo encourages that. You should forgive, but never forget. It'll provide some comfort to your soul and keep the memory of lost loved ones in your heart.
Fan that flame!
Clearer than ever.
Wait, no! Bright light blinds! It's dangerous.
I've got all the cold sick burns you need, Dark.
Do you have to insult me over this?
I don't have to, but I want to.
I really do want to do like a dark side stream after this and see the big differences between these.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Just seemed impossible till now.
Just took a nap. Can't stay up after school, too much learning. Gonna eat? Sounds good. I'll be here when you're done, probably, Omar. If not, though, glad you popped in. Glad to hear from you.
Grateful to you for coming back and doing your best to change things. You were the only chance they had. Wonders if you liked working with the Myriad. They always seem so centered and so seeking. But that's not important now. Gizmo says it's taken a long time to bring the past up to the present, and where you go from here is up to you. You need to set the past aside, at least for now. He can't leave the Underyard as he has no protection against the vacuum in the dead zone. So you need to salvage scrap to upcycle the Mekton, starting with the old crate outside. You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the Mekton strong enough to fight the Jumbo Puff.
The Jumbo Puff. What's the dead zone?
It's the part of the land that suffered most from the apocalypse. It's deprived of oxygen, making it next to impossible for anything but creatures that were most contorted by the contamination.
Jeepers. Huh. There was stairs here. I didn't see that. Yeah, it doesn't matter. See if there's anything to loot while we're in here. Thing's just dangling there. Oh, it looks like the Hypoxia zone? You've discovered a hazard zone. These zones are vast areas covered in deadly hazards. You can only withstand the hazard for so long before it kills you, so be careful. Hazards come in several types: biocontaminated, cryogenic, incendiary, radioactive, and the oxygen-deprived dead zone. Your gear and resistance you choose during your character creation determine how long you can survive in the hazard zones and how much damage you can take from hazard weapons. With a resistance of 100, a type of hazard, you resist 100% of the damage from that hazard.
Every day is a new chance to fulfill your destiny.
Damn, I'm guessing you can't breathe in those areas. The oxygen ping dish?
Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors.
What did we power up though?
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
A door. Of sorts. The point? I don't know. The outside. I wonder if our note's still out there somewhere. I don't know. Let's get to it. Find a way into the ruins. So we can breathe here, but not over there. It's weird.
There's short of breath and death to this zone. Better take care. He who half breathes, half lives.
Nope, never mind. So you gotta be careful here. And go into areas where you can breathe after.
That's the leftover you're looking for.
Prowl for a second. Make sure there's no random loot we're leaving behind. Let's go back before we die. So crazy. Reach the upper level.
The gooing of the water in the ground is spreading.
Gooing of the water? Guessing that means mud, maybe? I don't know. They speak like they refer to things so basic that it's really hard to know what the hell they're talking about. The gooing, the up down, the chug chug, or chugga chugga. I can't remember now. I think it's a chugga chugga. There's something out there. Oh, you can't breathe and you gotta swim? That's just dirty. I see the little thing out there. Well, let's try it. Oh no, that is not... That's like oil. That sucks. I thought that was water, but no, that's like oil or something. We gotta come back to that sometime. That it's a returning spot. It's not something you can just run through, apparently. That's crazy. I do wonder though if playing the dark side is going to be harder than playing the light side.
I could swear I didn't see any clouds.
So Perbloot, Biolob container, and something. Alright. You found a climbing spot. Use the normal movement controls to move to the ledge. Well, I didn't do that. I just jumped, but that's okay. Ah, so that's how we get to the lob. There's rope here. Oh, grease jacket. That's funny. Kind of like greaser. It looks like it has perks, but also like some things that'll hurt us rather than help us. We lose a lot of key energy by wearing this. Does it look cool? Yeah. The key energy, don't know if it's worth it. We'll hang on to it. I mean, like I said, it looks cool, but looking cool doesn't do anything, you know. We're not here to look cool. We're here to...
Easy does it.
Get out of it! Oh, thank goodness. Oh. He's suffocating. Oh. I'm guessing the oil kills you too, maybe? I don't know. Not too sure about that. I mean, obviously I know you can drown in the oil, but, you know. Wonder if we gotta go get that piece again. I don't really get how you're supposed to, like, balance either. I mean, honestly. Maybe you just gotta walk slow. I don't know. I don't know.
You already missed the sky, don't you?
I do. 'Cause this shit's hard. Oh, okay, so you balance with the analog stick. Okay. Let's go get some air so we don't die. Holy shit. That sucks. You gotta be quick with that, apparently. I thought going slow would do the trick, but it looks like you gotta be fast. It's just so hard to balance on that thing when you go too fast. I honestly don't really get, like, what exactly starts draining your health when you go that far, too. I know you're running out of oxygen, but, like, the hypoxia meter isn't at 100, so I'm guessing, I don't know, it's somewhere after 50% it starts...
You're drenched to your skin.
Oh, shit.
Got just enough slack in the line.
No, 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 no. Oh, we were there. We were there. Okay, so it's saving at the lawn that time. And you could apparently jump on this lawn too, and you're just fun, which is crazy, and I didn't know that beforehand. Not just jump onto it, but like jump to like get across it, which honestly would make everything so much faster. Looks like it's just unfair. Not really. I mean, to be fair, at this moment so far, it's a tad bit easier than Kana.
Just stay on the rope.
Run, 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 run. It has some moments in it, though, where it's a little indifferent. I'll say that much. The only thing I don't like is, like, there's not any, like, auto heal refill stuff thing. Whatever. You just gotta... well... figure it out. You know, I don't know how else to put that, but I mean, it's basically what the game gives you is a big old, well, figure it out. And I see what we gotta do now. So once you get that, you actually have to travel across the water, and now I realize that, but I'm over here now. Shit. That's why I kept dying. Let's just do it all over again. It'll suck if it if it puts me back in the room again after we got the piece. That'd be my luck, though, wouldn't it? Hopefully, we'll be right back at the truck again. I can gather the thing, jump across the truck, and then like across the oil. Hopefully, I mean, I don't know, but that's the play. I didn't get that before. That's why it was so hard to jump back on the rope, I guess. I thought that you'd have to go back across the rope and
Down
then...
here, you can feel protected
Damn.
and trapped at the same time.
Yeah, I feel that way right now. There we go. Oh, we were at the door! Damn. That sucks. I wish I would have realized that beforehand. Because, like, the distance to travel from the truck to the door would have been so much more short than us traveling down the rope to the beacon, over the truck, then over the oil. That sucks. I mean, in some ways, I guess it's the same distance, so it's not so bad. Maybe I just need to heal beforehand. It didn't heal me.
You can smell the must down here.
Your health does regen? What the fuck? Okay, we're gonna wait for our health to regenerate.
Bad place to be dizzy.
Here, whoa, no. Jesus. That was close. Okay, here we go. There we go. How do you even have an area that is like freaking so far bad off that there's just no oxygen anymore? You found a Micton parts box. These boxes can be found around the world and contain parts for you to customize the Micton. Scrap rack. Dragon skull. DUCKFACE. Alright, so now we return to Gizmo somehow. Don't tell me go back the way we came. That's just cruel. Making sure there's nothing else here to loot. That is one thing I really do like about this game, though. Like, the loot system. The gameplay, obviously, is really fun as well, but I wonder what the chances are of being able to break this wall down. I don't know. Only one way to find out. We cannot break this wall down.
The darkness swallows everything at night.
Whoa! I didn't notice that at first. Jump points. And then... Okay, so we do have a different way out of here. Crazy facey? That is a crazy facey. Not high enough level to wear it yet, though. Pest mask. That's cool. We are high enough to wear this. Now we have gas mask. Aha! So we made it back. Sweet. Honestly, that doesn't make sense if there's any life even around the area. A lot of things in this game doesn't make sense if we gotta draw the lot in there. But That's true, though. I mean, that water, though, if we're being fair, isn't even water anymore at this point. It's like oil. I'm going to take a very quick restroom break and grab some drinks. Perfect time to go grab a drink or grab a snack or use the restroom break yourself. I'll be right back. What up, Rez? How's it going? Hopefully you're doing pretty good. And thanks for jumping in over on Twitch. Sorry about that. I had to take a very quick restroom and drink break. So how excited are you for Sora, Rez? Also, Steven, if you're still hanging out, do you play Smash? I really need to start playing Smash. Is there like a storyline to Smash, or is it just like a kind of like an old school Smash, like you just kind of play through the gauntlet and fight the hand at the end, maybe? Just a curious thought, because I've played, the only actual Super Smash Bros. I've ever beat was on the Nintendo 64. And then I did play it on the 3DS, and then I did play it on Wii once. And I think GameCube once, I can't remember. Welcome back, Omar. Hop for new characters. Your hop ended with Banjo and Kazooie, but you're happy Sword is in. It's from Kingdom Hearts. Yeah, that's what we were talking about.
He says that's enough to get the Mekton functional. You'll have an engine, a fuel soaker, a gun, and a gathering net, but no armor, nor enough oxygen supply.
What's a fuel soaker?
He made a suction device, so the Mekton can use the black tar as an instant refuel.
Well, that's
you can
impressive.
also use it to clear oily goo puddles, so you can pass and access hard-to-get-to areas.
That's cool.
He's been working on another project for the Mekton, a cannon, but it needs ammunition, and by that he means the scripts. He says if they're trained right, they'll turn into a distraction for the Jumbo Puff.
Interesting. He looks OP though. I haven't watched any of his gameplay. I haven't looked at anything, honestly. Watch something. That's all good.
The best way to find scripts is to go talk to Moog. He knows the ins and outs of every breathing thing left alive after the apocalypse.
Moog.
Unfortunately, this means you'll have to venture farther out into the dead zone than Moog's camp on the steep depot. Once you find Moog, he'll be able to give you directions to where you'll find scripts.
Tell me about Moog. Or a skip.
It's a little feisty and tough critter. A perfect fit for a live ammunition, if you ask him.
I wish they'd give you multiple questions to ask him, because I would have. I'd like to know more about Moog as well. Okay, we had a level up. We're level 7 now. Okay, what is our highest stat at this point? Vitality? I think. Yes. So, I think without, hesitation, it should possibly, or strength. A strength boost at the moment would be pretty good as well. Try to keep everything fairly, even. Luck is the one I kind of care about the least. And let's go ahead and catch luck up. It'll still be behind everything else, but it's worth catching up now, unless, you know, that way we don't have to worry about it getting further behind. Alright. So now we have other things that we can look at. We got upgrade points. We have more upgrades here, and they would be nice at the moment, but nothing as far as what we need it to be at the moment, so we kind of wait on those. Look out, your loot chances increase with 10%. Your character, the charmer, bringing up like that would be an okay. Take clip. Ranged weapons can fire 25% more shots. Jesus. Reduced by 33%. That actually sounds really nice. So let's maybe save this. Because, I mean, these sound nice, but, I mean, let's be fair. They're just, like, we're not talking anybody into anything. And then, as far as the luck goes, I mean, again, it's one of those things that I don't have very little care in the game. Super Wung Fu. Maneuvers. All this stuff is basically already maxed out. Ethereal Horse? What the fuck is that? Oh yeah, we don't have the two guns to dual wield just yet. Cursed Beaver. That's maxed out. Pretty much maxed out instead of a noble. So we'll save it. Reflexes. Weapon-based range attacks from enemies have 10% chance to miss you completely. Oh wow. Your armor and damage from melee attacks is increased by 20% when you're at full health. Okay, yeah. Saving it seems like the thing to do for now. Are you gonna play Smash now?
You'd better get a move on if you want to change things.
I mean, probably not anytime soon, honestly. That sounds bad, but... Would I like to play the game? Of course I would like to play the game. But the thing is, one, I don't have it. Two, I'd have to buy it. And three, if we have to put a 3 in there, I don't really think we do, but if we did, we are. 3 would be just the fact that, I mean, I don't know. I like playing story-based games. And if there's not really much of a story to the game, then I wouldn't really know what I'd be doing. You know? How are we supposed to even get there? Oh. Don't bring me the horse? It'll die.
Stomping time.
Customize McTon jump on it and use the call mount button. I wish I knew how long we had. McTon can't cross the oil pools, but you can use it to remove the oil. To soak up the oil, go close to it and press L1. That's really cool.
The grease monkey's McTon is built sturdy, just like himself. Can you imagine how this place used to look before the dead oil flood?
It's really cool that, like, you can, like, use a mech in this game too. I'm a sucker for mechs in video games.
Might want to hold your breath before you head any further. You're about to witness the breathtaking vistas of what's known as the Dead Zone. In the old world, roads like this really led somewhere. Now, most of them lead to disaster.
Alright, so that's how we get out of here. Jesus. How in the world is this dude breathing?
Nothing's more important right now than this. That over there is Steepo Depot, the cliffside that Moog hangs on to. Looks like you got this.
What up, Moog? You always hated they never did a story with Smash. That's one of the things I don't really understand.
This one's impressed to see you out here. He figured you'd be dead by now. Not many are as tough and clever as you must be.
What are you doing here?
Claims he goes after the most dangerous game. Huge monsters.
Monsters. That poor family.
Moog says that all your power doesn't do you a bit of good if you're not willing to pull the trigger when the time comes. Choosing what to kill and what to spare are the most important decisions you'll make. You might have a steady aim, but you need to be sure that you pick your targets with care. It's hard to make those life or death decisions for others, but someone's got to do it. Otherwise, they'll do it themselves, and you know they'll miss.
You kill whoever you like?
Claims he mostly kills whoever he doesn't like.
Well, I guess that's one way to put it. But yeah, if Smash had a story, I'd be much more deeper into it. So what do you think about that new Nickelodeon Brawlers game? That's what I've been slightly looking into. It's basically Nickelodeon's like spin-off of Super Smash Bros. With the exclusion of Nintendo characters, but instead Nickelodeon characters. That game looks really cool and also makes no sense with the roster that they picked out. Like, Danny Phantom, for instance, can just basically just go and take everybody's soul. Or like, isn't Aang in it? Or Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender? Like, just any bender period being in there. Like the blonde girl from there, I can't remember her name right now. I know she's in it. That roster is just all over the place. I just like imagining a lot of them like going up against something like SpongeBob.
Says it's wild that the world seems to be coming back, but he supposes that means more monsters for him to shoot. Wonders why you work so hard to keep things alive. Bullets help thin the herd instead.
It's okay. You've played it already? Did you buy it?
Says you should give up on working with the stubborn Myriad. He keeps trying to put out their lights and they keep putting up new ones.
Stubborn in a good way? Why take out their lots?
Says they keep the monsters away. He needs them closer, not farther. But enough of that, right? He says the wildlife, nature, has changed and turned against us. Instincts of survival took over when the world changed. He's not sure about their veggie diet anymore, and if it's changed, who knows what it's done with the chemical composition of their body output. Right now, though, he feels he's come to a point where he's got a pretty clear idea on the whereabouts of monsters, both tall and short.
They have all real monsters in there? Really? Rotten the nostalgia. It probably hit me the same way. Cat dog's in the game too? I need to look up the character roster. I haven't looked up anything. I've just seen like a couple of trailers. I made a couple of Rugrats jokes, but I don't really know a whole lot about the game. I know Danny Phantom's in it. SpongeBob. I now know they have characters from All Real Monsters and Cat Dog. Who else is in it though? I really do need to look up the roster.
Says as big as they are, the world is bigger. To find where they are, you need to see where they've been.
The Angry Beavers as well.
Moog says you must learn to walk before you can run. It takes practice before you can call yourself a monster hunter.
Oh, now we're monster hunters. Game crossover.
Fortunately for you, he can help. He understands you need to start off with something small before you go big. There's no better place to start than a SKRAP cave. Hunting down a couple of these little critters for yourself should keep you on your toes.
I'd rather shoot, but I'm ready to hunt. Monster Hunter. Oh my god, the way to, like, toss it up without copyright. Not Monster Hunter. Monster Hunter. Jesus.
Says it's not far at all. Fortunately for you, the SKRAPs seem to have acclimatized themselves to the otherwise uninhabitable dead zone.
I am almost dead. Damn it! I was supposed to talk to him more. I did not know that before I jumped out. I don't see why being here, talking to him, there's not a way to, like, make the hypoxia stop. At least for a moment. What ifs? I'm hoping it was a checkpoint after we got done talking to him, though. That would be helpful. And it was.
Birds
Sweet.
can't breathe to sing. Moog says you should go hunt for SKRAPs in the cave he gave you directions to.
How? We just die out here. Okay, so we don't come up here. I don't see why there isn't a something. I mean, we got the Mukton or whatever. We can generally work with that, but jeepers. Let's try to sprint and hurry up and get back in there, I suppose.
Is your nose bleeding?
Probably. He can't even breathe.
Why walk on your own legs? Back to sneaking around.
maybe the better idea would be to possibly fast travel back to what's-his-face's place. Get back into the McTun there. If not, I fear for the worst of this. This is... I don't get it. Oh, man.
Finding some thick air might be wise soon.
%100%? What the hell? Yeah, I think we'll have to fast travel, go back, get fresh air, then come back here. Unfortunately, I don't know why they didn't try to mitigate this area a tad bit with just something. This is... I don't know what to call it. Not hard. But it's not easy either. It's something. Okay. Wait, can we even fast travel?
For granted again.
We can. Oh, thank goodness.
Let's see.
Oh, thank goodness. This is where we gotta go. Let's just go back here. Thank goodness we can do that. Okay. We don't gotta worry about the other thing. I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break. Kind of stressed me out a little bit.
This box once tailed a chugga. Now it's just off track.
Yeah, well, we literally have a moment to breathe. Let's look up this roster really quick. Oh, I thought Toph was already released, so she's going to be added to the roster. But this is the full roster. Aang from Avatar: The Last Airbender, or Aang. April O'Neil. Why is April from the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in there? Why is April in there? So Cat Dog, Danny Phantom, Helga from Hey Arnold, Korra from The Legend of Korra, Leonardo from Ninja Turtles, Lincoln Loud, The Loud House, I've never heard of that, and Lucy Loud, I've never heard of either of those. Michelangelo, Nigel Thornberry, Alina from All Real Monsters, Patrick's in it, Powdered Toast Man from Ren and Stimpy. Ren is in there as well, and Stimpy. Reptar, Sandy's in it, SpongeBob's in it, from SpongeBob obviously, Toph, and then Zim. Man, Invader Zim. That is a hell of a roster though. They actually had a racing game that got released a while back too. We thought about getting it for one of the kids, and we didn't know if they'd really be into it or not. The kid, that's the thing about games like that I don't think Nickelodeon realizes when they release those. Like, sure, there will be modern day kids growing up that can be into Nickelodeon shows, no doubt. Most of them aren't though. Like, we've tried to get the kids to watch a lot of the things that we watched when we were kids, and they ixnay the fuck out of it. They're just like, this is slow, it's boring, or they don't get it. It's a bajillion things, and I say that with all confidence, and I know it sounds like nonsense saying a bajillion, but legit, like, literally almost every show. Like, I was trying to, well, I didn't do it. Stacy actually did. Tried to get Leland to actually watch My Hero Academia, show I'm super currently invested in. And, like, he just thought it was boring. He thought it was just, like, slow, and he didn't get it, and it was boring. Aren't even on Nickelodeon anymore? Yeah, no. The Loud House is the only one on the whole list I didn't recognize or know. Everything else, like, I got right off the bat, though. Just definitely super nostalgia. But yeah, Ren and Stimpy, most definitely not on Nickelodeon anymore. I don't even think, after they made the adult version of Ren and Stimpy, I don't even think, like, the kid version's even allowed on Nickelodeon anymore. And, Danny Phantom, yeah, modern day kids wouldn't know. What else? Like, All Real Monsters? That's Invader Zim? Invader Zim kinda maybe. I mean, you can stream it pretty much on actually quite a few platforms, but yeah. I'm surprised they didn't put like Timmy Turner or like Cosmo and Wanda on there or something. And I wonder why only exclusively Helga from Hey Arnold and not like Arnold. I don't know. They should have put Quailman in there too from Doug. Or Skeeter. They're still adding characters. That's good though, I mean. Literally kick your ass. I guess that's true. After seeing what they have added, it would be interesting to see what else they'll add. Still think Quailman from Doug would be pretty cool. I wonder how high you can jump in this suit. Fairly high. Oh shit.
Took care. Imagine that. You could just go to a place like this to get a proper meal back in the old world. Super effective.
Rocco from Rocco's Modern Life. Oh yeah, Rocco. That'd be a good one. Gosh, what are some other old school Nickelodeon shows? The Angry Beavers. I didn't see them on the list actually, so they would be an excellent addition as well. What? This thing can fly? Gosh.
You can see a lot farther now than at night.
Is it bad that I remember more Cartoon Network shows than I do Nickelodeon? I'm trying to think of more, but Cartoon Network keeps like rolling in my brain. Why Nigel Thornberry as well? Like, why not? Like, what was his name? Was it Donnie? Or was Donnie the monkey? No, Donnie was a little crazy guy, wasn't he? Toy superheroes? Don't know. I think you're thinking of Kablam. Maybe. Kablam would be pretty cool too, though. Like any characters from Kablam. Kablam was that show back in the day where like I'm gonna pause it just in case I have to worry about death. Kablam was that show where like it was like a comic book skit, and like they went through like different pages. You had like the caveman and robot, and then you had like the superheroes that were toys. Then the two actual Kablam characters that kind of like hosted the show, and then yeah, Kablam. Milkman. Or they could add Pizza Face from All That. I mean, obviously he wasn't an animated character, but he was a person in a costume. I feel like it'd be easy to animate. Pizza Face.
Wait, it's the SKRAP hole-up. The place is just filled with critters. This is more like it.
Then veering into live action. Alex Mack. A shit ton of powers. I don't think I remember Alan Strange or Alex Mack. What were they on? That you can think of? Yeah, it was me too. I only go so far with the animated series. Like I said, I watched more like Cartoon Network as a kid, honestly, than I did Nickelodeon. I did watch Nickelodeon a lot, but a lot of that it was hit and miss. You know, the Timmy Turner and Fairly Odd Parents, though, I'd really like to see too. At least Cosmo and Wanda, they didn't have to do Timmy Turner. Dinkelberg has to come though. Has to. Universe show. Same with Alan Strange. I really don't remember either one of those. Which is weird. I remember so many older like live action shows like was it Salute to Your Shorts? Pledge to Your Shorts? I can't remember. And then I remember gosh, what was that other one? Gosh, how can I not remember? My mind just went blank. I remember like that gave her powers, and Alan was an alien. Yeah, I don't remember him. What was that other show? The two brothers had the same name. Gosh, Mom, I can't believe my mind went blank like that. Oh, was it Animorphs? Was it that? That was like a Nickelodeon show too, wasn't it? I mean, I know it was obviously based off of books, but didn't it air on Nickelodeon? Go Under Doors? That actually kind of sounds familiar now that I read that. I still don't remember. Pete and Pete. Yeah. That was it. Pete and Pete. Gosh, I love Pete and Pete. The only thing about it, I can only remember one specific episode though. And it was about the inspector where like he goes on that long journey to find who the hell was inspecting the underpants for so long. And yeah. Animorphs was on Nick. I thought it was.
There's a lot on the line here.
Oh shit, we can get out in here? Well, if I would have known that. Old world gadget and other shit in here too.
Need a key.
Guessing that's the way to go over there. Alright. So we figured out one thing. One, I can breathe in here. Dinosaurs? Watch Pete and Pete all the time. Can't remember an episode. I remember the one episode again. Just the one about like when he like went on a search to find who the inspector. I think it was Inspector 27. It's either 23 or 27. I think it's 27 now. Let me see if I can look it up. Inspector 34 actually is in season 2 episode 7. Gosh, I can't believe I had that number so off, but yeah, Inspector 34 is a dude that was like inspecting underpants and all kinds of stuff. What was the other one? Was it Salute to Your Shorts? Salute Your Shorts, that was it. That was the other show I was trying to think of. Salute Your Shorts. Salute Your Shorts, Pete and Pete. Gosh, we lived in such a different time, you know? Like, there's shows like that, they don't exist anymore. That whole comedy. You love that show too? Yeah, me too. But the way you were talking about with Pete and Pete, I was the same with the Salute Your Shorts, because, like, I remember watching the show literally every single day. But I can't remember a single episode of Salute Your Shorts. I just remember the show and remember loving it. Pete and Pete, on the other hand, I remember quite a few episodes, but mostly Inspector 34. Let's just, you know, really call to mention. Only remember the number because I just looked it up. But the 90s was wild indeed. Oh, yeah. What we didn't watch, you know, as far as like in the 90s when they launched... like we were stuck. Like, did you ever watch Nick at Night? Like, it started at like 7 p.m. when we were kids. It was either 8 or 7 p.m. when we were kids. I also used to watch those like older shows like Happy Days and like gosh, that's really the only one I could remember. Like, right off the bat, I was talking about it, and then that's the only one I could remember. Was George Lopez on Nick at Night?
I don't know. I don't remember. Was way more wild in the books, by the way. Not really for kids. I remember that somewhat. I had 8 or 9 of the books, not in sequence though, so like I didn't read them that often because it was always like I could never get the books in sequence because back then you couldn't just order shit like you do now. If you did order it, it came out of a catalog, and to get the catalogs was a fucking whole other story. And my school only had a handful of selections, and so with basically the stores around here, like even the bookstores, so I could only get a handful of them. I had the one where the alien turns into the horseman. I had, what up, William? I can't remember. Mostly the alien and the horseman. Where somebody turns into an eagle on the front of the cover too. I can remember those two the most. I had a handful of the other books too, but again, my school didn't have like all of the series. They only had a handful of them. It's just the age of catalogs. Like, kids just don't get it these days. They're just like, and believe me, we have kids, so I get it. They don't get it. You know, they're just like, oh, well, we don't have that. And I'm like, well, the store doesn't have it either. And like, well, can't you just order it? And I'm just like,
feels like the switch is flipping from light to dark.
yeah, I suppose so. But I remember being a kid, though, and if you ordered anything, you either had to stay up super late at night to get some toll-free number to call, or you had to somehow get your hands on a catalog. And just the day we live in these days, like, I sound like an old person saying that shit, but like, being a 90s kid, you kind of grow up through that because we were getting out of that into stuff, but yeah. Like, things are just so much different now.
Once the volatilization from the nuclear waste evaporated, a volatile gas rose through the soil and infested structures, even Toxanol's own buildings. So, in a way, they caused their own death.
Makes sense. It's kind of funny and dark and almost realistic how they blame the oil companies for pretty much everything in this game. It was a true struggle. It really was back then. Now everything's so, like, gosh, just convenient, you know? Back then, nothing was convenient. Times have changed so much. Didn't expect this to be a cave. Like, I mean, I know they told me it was a cave when I came here, but like, we're inside a building. Well, I guess the building is in a cave. Caveception. That no, we're in the oil. Get out of the oil. Out of the oil. Son of a bitch. I didn't realize it till it was too late. Just blindly walking into the darkness. I wonder who in what department, when they made this back logo here, or loading screen, and they wanted to put Biomutant in white letters in the clouds. I don't know. I'm just saying, to me, right there, it looks good.
Not having the sky above.
But other than that, it just looks, you know, barely readable, legible, if you will. Alright, so we gotta really pay attention to where we walk in here. If not, we die.
Oh, idea. Go knock the lid off that sludge truck. It'll fill the place up and you can get up to that entrance there.
That's not a good idea. That's a shitty idea. Oh, wait. Okay. Not such a shitty idea. Just an almost shitty idea. There we go. Okay. I actually didn't have that idea at all. And I just saw something to interact with, and it worked. So, whoa. I hear water's in there. Don't you go digging in the toilet again, bro. Jesus. We did that once, and let's just say, I mean, it was gross. One of these fox things are the thing I'm after, the squirberdurbers. It's not their name, but it's what skips. So when the apocalypse happens, only
Wonder what you could make with that. A critter for you.
only fox survive. And apparently they're fox raccoon. Red pandas. Choose the creature's fate. Keep the creature, kill the creature, pet, and keep the creature. Let's pet him. Why not? What the heck is this? New gun? Yes, please. Bing Bitsky. Jump Skidoo. Jump Spitgo. Bing Bitsky Jump Skitco. Alright. Looks like a one-handy. That's cool. Maybe we can equip both of these now. Pew pew. Oh, we can!
Sure is dark out.
Oh, yeah. Oh, oh, yeah. So we dual wield our blades and we dual wield our guns? That's what kind of playthrough this is. Alright, so we got all of our little critter buddies. I'm not really sure what we do now. It says we gotta go up, but we need a key to go up. Where's the key? Maybe the gun is the key. Maybe we shoot with the gun, and the gun is the key. I doubt it. Pet and keep the creature. Game got a little glitchy on me there. Ooh, what is that?
You need to line up the switches so they match. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match.
Uh-huh. This is the confusing part. There we go.
Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework.
The actuators, of course. Because that's what they're actually called. Oh man, this game. I love the simplicity.
Legs.
Pet and keep the creature. I'm gonna take a very quick restroom break. Man, whatever weird little thing. There was an update for this that came out today too, so it's probably Fig's part of that. But there is just like an awful little lag that happens after you pet those little, whatever the heck those are. Alright, let's ride the elevator back up. Find the locker. This must be the locker. You got a ceiling fan? Power blade? Really? A real power blade. That is a ceiling fan attached to a vacuum cleaner. Or a Swiffer mop, really. It looks like a Swiffer mop. This is like Hobo brand Cloud Stroff's Buster Sword. Hoover Grew Blade. So it is a vacuum cleaner bottom with a freaking that is just hilarious. But hey, from the ceiling to the floor, you know, there's damage to explore. Hey! Too bad it sucks, though. I mean, it has some great actual damage, but the attack speed is wonkalicious. I'm guessing it's a two-hander. Gosh, I don't know. I actually pressed circle. I don't know if he picked it up or not. We did. It's just so bad. But again, it looks like a two-hander for sure, so not gonna rock it anytime soon. Wait, did we level up? We did, I think. We did not. Okay. I thought we did there for a second. Return to Gizmo.
Could be danger around any corner down here.
This dude like psychs me out when he says weird shit like that. Within good reason. There is danger around corners and shit. Wonder if we could have just fast traveled out of here now that I'm here and we're doing this. I'm just like thinking to myself, I feel like we could have just fast traveled out of here.
Ooh.
Mr. Chameleon, hello. How are you? Can't fast travel on a mountain. Alright, well, we'll just go back the long way. You know what's so crazy is we're not that far from mechs in reality. There's 3 current mech suits I follow pretty avidly. One is obviously the giant, humongous, 2-scale, large Gundam Love replica, obviously. If you don't follow that, hit an ad. I was just saying hey, and glad that you jumped in. But hopefully you're having a good night, Mr. Chameleon. But yeah, as far as like mechs go, I'm like super into them, but I I currently follow 3 the most, and it is so crazy that we're that close to that part of our lives these days. Started this game today. It's a really good game. Give me all the mechs for real. The only thing I don't like about it is the decrease in jobs. And the increase in some jobs, which no longer needed human parts to, which is kind of cool in some ways. But like the giant Lifesize Gundam, I definitely follow. Another one that I think is pretty cool is I don't know if you've ever seen the one. There's like one that is about 2 size of a human. There's actually one about the size of a human, then one's about like 2 human sizes. I guess it's around like 9 feet tall or so. At the mirrored part, very cool. But they can like do flips and move around and all kinds of shit, and they're very agile and do like little courses. But then there's another one that I've been following where it's more of like an industrial size. It's a space between the ones that can do flips and courses next to one that is a downscaled version of like the mech suit or the Gundam suit, and just, I don't know.
Leave that scrap behind. The air's too thin here.
It's crazy. I have not played any Xenoblade games.
He says that's enough scripts to sustain the Mechton's claw crane cannon with infinite ammunition. Well done.
Claw crane cannon? Can the Mechton move through goo?
It's not his cleanest invention so far, but it gets the job done. Use it to suck up gooey oil puddles in the Mechton's way so you can pass. Gizmo's made vehicles before to confront the Jumbo Puff himself, but failed. But this time, it's different. The Mechton will be strong enough to do the job.
It's only on Wii U. You get mechs in that game they call skells. Do you know there were mounts? I didn't know either until today. Well, technically I figured that out yesterday, but I didn't get how to get them. I was looking through perks, but yeah, there's mounts, and they are cool. Hopefully you get there, Mr. Chameleon, and hopefully you enjoy them. They can fly and also turn it into cars, so they're transformers. Robots in disguise.
It's time to put a stop to the World Eater now. Otherwise, he fears the damage it's caused to the tree already will be too much to handle. There's time to improve the Mechton before you confront the Puff. There are more wreck boxes out in the dead zone with gear you should be able to equip the Mechton with on your own.
Caches of gear strong enough? Do it myself?
It's already quite sturdy, but upgrading it will greatly improve your chances of victory. Gizmo wants to help if he can.
I know that you know something more. I need to do what? I can't stay.
The tree looks amazing, especially for its age. But will it stay that way?
What else should I know?
Says you should hunt for Wiz in the Surf Search factory. Has plenty to do, so no worries. Gizmo wants to help if he can.
Feels like something's still missing.
Says it's about time you figured out you can't avoid helping anymore.
What am I missing?
Says you're smart to take care of business while the sun is up.
Okay.
Didn't have much else to say, so no problem. Gizmo wants to help if he can. Has plenty to do, so no worries.
A good player? That's good. You can customize them? Damn. That's crazy. I never played any of the actual Wii U games, though. I know that sounds crazy, too, huh? Defeat the Jumbo Puff. Ravel Trop stuff. It said to find Wiz. But Wiz isn't on the map. Moog. Mercader. I don't know. I think I'm gonna go ahead and call it here, honestly. I hate to. It's just getting a little late. Yeah, I'm over my little 2-hour limit, unfortunately. On the days I have to work, it's kind of like my limit I try to set for myself. So let's go ahead and call it here and get a little save skis going on. I hate to call it here, I really do. I want to play so much more. This game is so much fun. But I do need to call it here and call it a knot. Unfortunately, but I do appreciate everybody that was watching over on YouTube, Twitch, or Facebook. I really do appreciate it. I will be back tomorrow night playing some more of Biomutant. Friday night I am taking off though, so, and maybe Saturday. I hate to, but honestly, we have some family plans Saturday, so if they don't correlate with the family plans, then I'll have to call it off. So Friday for sure, not streaming. Saturday, it's up in the air. If I don't hate me for it. Don't expect it. But if I do, I'd love to have you. Would definitely love to have you. So I'll be streaming tomorrow, not Friday, and maybe Saturday. Sunday I'll be back on for sure, 100%. So hopefully you can catch me on the following days. Again, tomorrow, yes. Friday, no. And Saturday, we'll see. But until then, and until next time, I really appreciate all of you for watching, again, over on YouTube, Twitch, and Facebook. Please follow, subscribe, like the works. You know, like, follow and subscribe over on Facebook, it's free. Follow over on Twitch, it's free. And subscribe over on YouTube, it's free. And maybe even hit that like button for me, because it helps me out way more than you think it does. And it's super free. And very beneficial for me, and it's something you can do to help me out, and that's super free for the both of us. So I really hope you all have a great night, and good night to you as well, Rez. Thank you again for sticking around, jumping in tonight. Glad we could kind of chill out for a bit, hang out, and talk about some cool stuff, and get that nostalgia out. But again, I'll be back on here tomorrow night, and hopefully all of you can catch me. If not, till next time. And until then, I'm out of here. Good night, everyone. Take it easy. Have a great night. Have fun with whatever you might have going on. And if you got nothing going on, then, well, I don't know. Good night. Take it easy. Or, you know, stuff. Good night. Till next time, I'm out of here. See everyone. Creepy look before I go. Happy look before I go. I'm sorry. I'm being dumb. I'm tired. Leave me alone. I'm tired. I'm out of here. Good night, everybody. Take it easy. Have fun. And again, hopefully you can catch me tomorrow. I would love that. But if you can't, until next time, like I said. But until then, till next time, I'm out of here.